What I was curious about is if we ran these simulations and we had certain parameters, would we see ideas cluster over time? When you watch it, it almost ends up being, I think, a better exploration tool, where let's say you want to learn about something and you put in a search term and you look at these things that come out and you say, wait a minute, how are these two things related? How do these things relate? And I think it causes you to do further exploration. The idea here is that you create a starting term and you start seeing things kind of emerge out from it, but then you start wandering through those things that emerge out from it and use that as kind of a central theme. It's one of those things that's really just kind of fascinating to sit back and watch and try to think, how are these ideas connected? How did we get from this to this to this? What it does is it goes to Wikipedia and it basically grabs the page and finds all the links internally to Wikipedia. Then inside those links, what's interesting is you don't know whether those links are related or not. It could be someone says, this is nothing like this other thing, and link to it. So the idea is that you try to run a simulation in which over time disassociated ideas get pushed to the side and associated ideas get pulled in. Proximity toward the center likely means that they're more related. So the things that you see flying away are things that currently we've broken the ties to the original connection to, and we're saying these are disassociated. When you think about information visualization, you would generally have this be some kind of static representation. But that's a really different experience than kind of this more interactive piece where you're setting it and you're watching it and you're kind of seeing how it unfolds. I don't know where it falls on the spectrum between art and visualization and other things. It's one that I would not position necessarily as art in any kind of traditional sense. And so I just kind of say it's somewhere between scientific visualization, information visualization, and art. And I'm not quite sure where it is on that, but it's one of those things that I think it's just interesting to sit there and kind of watch.